So we cut back to the Discovery, and it's Amanda, Burnham, and Pike. Amanda tells Pike that she was right to come to him for help. Unfortunately, Pike replies he cannot open the medical file as it would violate regulations. Burnham points out that there was a precedent in Starfleet case law. Then Pike opens a communication with Captain Diego Vela on Starbase 5. High priority. Vela apologizes for not returning Pike's earlier calls. Pike asks for an update on Spock. Vela tells him that Spock's case is classified. And Pike's starting to get a little irritated here. As his captain, he should know what's going on with Spock's progress. Vela then explains that Spock is in fact wanted for murder. He's killed 3 of his doctors and fled the starbase.
When that popped up, I was just like, what is going on?
Well, and then to make things even more complicated, somebody stole his medical files, so they're pretty sure there's like a conspiracy afoot, which I thought was kind of funny, because, what a bad time to do that, After the call ends, Amanda, Pike, and Burnham don't believe that Spock could be a murderer, coming back to kind of our general theme again this season is faith, and this is their faith in Spock, that he's not a murderer, And then Pike orders Burnham to open the Spock's files, because it's less of a regulation buster if she does it, I guess.
And that's an order.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the
He orders her to break into it.
You're not getting out of this, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I guess we find that Amanda's the one that stole the medical files.
We learned that in the previous segment, but yeah, that she was the one who stole them. It's one of those things, it's just like a comedy of bad timing, like, oh, I'm going to steal my son's files and, I'll figure out what's going on. And they're like, now we know there's something worse happening because his medical files are missing. So, okay. Burnham and Amanda review Spock's medical files. It goes back to talking about when Spock was a child and that he had some learning problems and some emotional empathy issues. He couldn't really identify with other people. And this began to make Amanda worry that her son was a psychopath. So we can see there might be a little doubt in her about the murder capability on Spock's behalf,
For as much as Spock is always hailed as a great example of Vulcan logic, I feel like he displays empathy a lot more than what he would admit. You constantly see that in his character. So it was a little weird hearing somebody say he is has extreme empathy deficiency.
Yeah. Well, like last night, so MeTV every Saturday night, late at night, they play an episode of Star Trek. They play it in order, so you don't really get a choice about what you're seeing. It's just whatever episode's on. So it was the Naked Time or the Naked Now. One of those is the Next Gen episode, and one's the TOS episode, where they get a drunk virus.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, and there's the scene where Kirk and Spock are talking, and Spock's having a meltdown, and he tells Kirk, when I feel friendship for you, I feel nothing but shame. And then Kirk just slaps the shit out of him. Pull yourself together, man. Which I forget, but that happened a few times back on the original Star Trek where Kirk would have to just slap the shit out of him. Just like, get your head back in the game. Come on.
Yeah, Spock, logic and all that. I get it, but we're friends. Calm it down.
Yeah. I was watching that last night. That cracked me up. I was just like, oh, yeah. There's Spock and his lack of empathy right there. But so Amanda's like worrying that her son was a psychopath. They start going through Spock's files. Amanda recognizes some of Spock's drawings as a child and one that he called the Red Angel.